Weather-wise, so far, our Wednesday afternoon has been pretty nice around the coastal Empire Low Country. We have a good supply of sunshine, and we do have a few clouds out there, and we do run the risk of having a couple of stray showers developing over the next few hours. But overall, it's looking pretty nice in downtown Savannah with a lot of sunshine in this vantage point. Temperature-wise, thanks to that sunny sky, we have warmed into the lower 90s for most of us. Richmond Hill, 89 degrees is your current temperature, but check out Vidalia, making it to 95 degrees this afternoon. When you factor in the humidity, it is feeling a little bit hotter out there, so make sure you do stay cool and hydrated if you're going to be doing anything early on throughout the next few hours. We're going to be cooling off into the upper 60s for most of us to lower 70s by early Thursday morning, warming up quickly again into the lower 90s for most of us, but it's in the afternoon hours when we do add in a higher chance for a few showers and storms, and certainly as we head into the evening hours, and we do have the potential for a few of those to become strong and severe simply because we have plenty of moisture to feed off of and also plenty of heat for the storms to be fueled. So definitely watch out for that for tomorrow. That overall risk is low, so just isolated severe storms are possible. Scattered storms actually become more likely Friday and into Saturday, but that severe risk is going to be pretty much non-existent at this point. So good news there. We'll just have some pockets of heavy rain to worry about Friday and Saturday, so that might cause some issues for football games around the region both days. In the Atlantic, we are watching for potential tropical development, and one of those systems could bring some concerns for the east coast of the U.S. But until then, high pressure is in control for what we're going to be tracking for tomorrow and into the later part of the week. Is this plume of moisture that's over the lower Mississippi River Valley that will be slowly sliding into our area, bringing us that chance for showers and storms later on in the week. And for tomorrow, that severe weather risk is going to be in the later part of the day. A few pockets of storms with damaging wind would be our main concern. Main timing for severe storms would be between around 8 o'clock and 11 as the main front starts to make its way into the area. But as far as Vipercast, most of the day it's going to be pretty nice. Temperatures climbing into the upper 80s to lower 90s before lunchtime. Highs topping out right around 92 degrees for most of us. And then in the later afternoon and into the early evening hours, we do have that chance of a few isolated storms developing, perhaps a little bit more numerous through the evening hours with that severe weather risk, but then that does taper off rather quickly with conditions mainly dry as we head into very early Friday morning. So definitely some good news there as temperatures will be down into the 70s. Now, as far as what we are tracking in the tropics, we have Hurricane Gabrielle, which is still very strong in the North Atlantic, but we're watching these two tropical waves. This one that's a little bit further to the east, Invest 93L, high-end chance of developing over the next few days, should stay well to the east of the U.S., but this one that's over Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, also a high risk of developing. That would become more likely as it does make its way to the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas. So it is still possible later on this week or over the weekend there is a tropical system of some magnitude off of our coast, but at this point it looks like a cold front should help to steer most of those impacts away from the coastal Empire Low Country, but it could be a concern for the outer banks of North Carolina. Do want to mention Gabrielle. It is a weakening system, 110 mile per hour sustained winds, making it a Cat 2, so moving toward the Azores, possibly as a hurricane as we head into late Thursday and Friday before making its way toward Western Europe. For tonight, 73 degrees for the low temperature, mostly clear, warm and humid. And then for tomorrow, it is going to be a hot day before the storms start to set up across our area. And again, some of those storms do have that potential to become strong and severe. So certainly keep an eye on the sky and have a way to react if there are any weather alerts issued for your area. Storm chances will actually be a little bit higher for Friday and Saturday, with those temperatures cooling off a little closer to normal for this time of the year. And that trend continues into next week. But we will be watching out on the tropical forecast that may have some impacts in our area in the form of some coastal concerns. We'll have more on that coming up in the Tracking the Tropics segment in a few moments.
Scott, thanks so much.